Okay, so good evening. How are you?
Good evening, ma'am. I'm very fit and fine. Tell me about yourself. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. So tell
And
me. Hmm.
yes, ma'am. Today, at first, I want to express my feeling in front of you
Hmm.
that I'm feeling so much happy and excited that finally, after a long time, again going to talk with my motivator and with full confidence. So, this is quite amazing feeling inside me.
My pleasure.
I
Completely.
am
Thank you.
so privileged. Like I got the real motivation from you, and first time when I talked to you, so that time I was not little bit, ma'am. Honestly, I was so much underconfident. But
Yeah, I could see that. I could observe that time.
yes, and I think a day before yesterday, I watched that video after a long time, and then I realized, like, oh my God, when just because, ma'am, this was happening with me that day, just because I
Hmm.
was to my motivator, real motivator. That's why I was, and
Thank you. Thank you.
that was my second conversation with you. First conversation I took with teacher Sue, and Sue sir also means he is the one who just got me on this Skype platform. So I'm
Okay.
thankful to him also, and I got the
Yeah,
motivation
great.
your side.
Yeah, I can surely say that it appears when I see you, it appears that you are really confident. You have become this much confident.
Yeah.
Earlier, when we had the conversation, you were really like hesitating, and that time, yes, you were hesitant, but now you're not. And as sometimes I also watch your videos, there I get to know, ki, okay, now you're improving in the sense of you know the confidence level I'm talking about, because we
Um,
all are learners, so we learn on daily basis. We are learning on every moment. I can say we learn something. But I'm telling about the improvements. So which can I can like observe this.
Yes, ma'am. And I also want to share one thing. Means that day when I was talking to you first time, so I was having the same English knowledge as I'm having right now. That day, what I was not having, and that was confidence only. Because since that day, I didn't learn anything extra in English. Because from always, I was having like enough basic knowledge of English to speak confidently. But yes, the a crucial thing that is confidence, and I was just not having. So only that day I was so much underconfident, that's why I couldn't express my thought opinion, because that day, ma'am, I wanted to talk to you more and more, and I wanted to share many more things, and due to my hesitation, I was just answering whatever you were asking that day.
Yeah, and that's really, I would say, like it's really kind. And thank you for these nice and kind words. Okay, so Sapna, let's talk about something. Since
Yes, ma'am.
it's our second conversation, so we should not just waste the time on just casual talk now.
Yes.
What do you think? Like there are some notions people have that male should not do household chores and the work like kind of cooking, doing the laundries or doing the dishes. So sometimes they feel that it's not our responsibility, and when they are doing such things, so somewhere it's a question on their existence, because they are like kind of really prime, plays a crucial part, pivotal part in the house, and they are the head of the house, guardian of the house, like this way. So, what's your take on, like what do you think?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, as you are saying, like male are personally they are thinking, not all the male, but yes, ma'am. I have also faced such type of male who are just considering only all the household, like washing dishes, cooking, and laundries, means all work only female, like housewives are supposed to do to complete. So no,
Exactly. Yeah,
we
exactly.
should not think like this, because and personally, ma'am, what I realized, like the old lady in our house, like our grandmother,
Their
are
thoughts
doing
orthodox.
everything. sometime, there's also my grandmother in my house, means nowadays she is no more. So when my dadi so my dadi, whenever my husband just asked for one glass water, just suppose, Sapna, please give me one glass water. So just I suppose if sometime I told, okay, just you can get by yourself, because there's a jug
Mhm.
and water also. So my dadi was telling that time, oh, look how she is telling like this. Means
Mhm.
you are a housewife, you are lady, you are not supposed. Whenever he asked, you just go. I said, but Dadi, I'm busy in some work. So, but my mother-in-law, she is not like this. Means whenever my husband asks something for something, so if I'm doing any household, I'm busy. So she is telling, yes, you can do
Mhm.
by yourself, because can't you see that she is busy? So like,
Yeah.
means everyone should think like this, because all the work like household, if nowadays, ma'am, we all are seeing like all the housewives and ladies are also self dependent, and they are also doing means any work, whatever they are doing, just for their family, and they are also taking care of family. So it's the responsibility for everyone, not only for a female personally. So all the male, sometime, yes, also there are male who are just considering, if I do any these type of household chores, so
Mhm.
our male ego will be hurt.
Yeah. Exactly. True that.
This is not good thinking. We should They should always try to like cooperate with all the female and housewife as a friend. We also
Yeah,
do.
exactly. But you know, it
This
starts,
is
and I
so
think
sad.
it originates from the initial stage, which is called,
Yeah,
let's say, from the parents,
yes,
grandparents, the notions that they have set, narratives.
yes. As my grandmother also, in my
Mm-hmm.
laws, she was doing the same thing, and in my in-laws, my grandmother was also like making
Yeah,
us
because
like this.
yeah, somewhere it's a social conditioning, because
Yes,
from the starting, that you know, male, they are being told that you should not do these works, like you should not do household chores, and let's say anything in the form of anything, because you are not supposed to do this. Girls are going to do so. Girls are supposed to do such things. The kind of social conditioning. So it starts from there. So we need to eradicate such notions,
yes,
you know, because in today's scenario, male and female, they work together and they go hand in hand, like doing things a lot, and in like today's scenario, like in technology world, I can say. So we should not undermine ladies. Like I think we should not count work like this work for you, this work is not for you. Somewhere distinguishing the work, like this work is for the girls, for the ladies, and you cannot do so. So it comes and it just register just because of those social conditioning
yes, ma'am, you
from
are
the
right.
starting. Yeah. Hmm.
Also, ma'am, there are some lady I have seen such lady like this, means who are doing farming and all the uh, like animals, pet animals. They are taking care of animals, and also they are doing all the work of farming. So yes, if being a lady, she can do all the work as male can do. So male should also try to do all these type of work which only ladies are supposed to do. So male can
Yes.
also do the same work, because if lady can do male work, so male can also do
Yeah. Yeah.
like I
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
yes.
Vice versa. Exactly. Okay. Yeah. So, Sapna, do you have anything to ask? Any queries?
Yes, ma'am. First of all, tell me about your health. How is your health? I wanted to ask, but I, due to my excitement, after watching you, I don't know why again I start being excited.
Better. Thank you
That,
for asking. Better. Feeling better.
but yes, ma'am, I'm also very happy to see you better, because you are looking better. So yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Whenever I
Mm-hmm.
your video, so means I always got new words. But you know what happened? Whenever I watched your video with anyone, so I just took my diary's pen and noted down. your fancy word. And sometime I remember also, sometime I forgot. Means still I am having these word which you.
Okay, great. Wow.
I don't know why, but I'm not able to use this. Some words I nowadays I'm just learning. Sometime if there's teacher Sue, teacher Sue is also using lots of new and unique word, and you are also the same. So means, ma'am, how did you learn? Because you are also having lots of household and lots of responsibility. I know, but how do you manage your time to learn this type of word and means?
Mhm. First of all, thanks a lot, and don't mention again and again. I'm not a like very like a big shot or something like that. The thing is, I'm also normal, and sometimes I take the words really interesting. This is why I like remember those words, and I never forget those words. But I would say not all the words, not all the words are here in my mind, are stored in my mind. No, and nowadays I'm not really regular with the reading and the conversation as well. Like I had only one conversation yesterday, I don't remember this time, and today you are the first one I'm talking with. And on tomorrow I'm not really sure because some of guests are coming at my home, so I'm going to get really occupied with them. So yeah. So to be very honest, if I tell you about the words and the vocabularies, it's all about how you take the word. Okay, on this note, I would like to share two words here, which I was just browsing something, and there I like found those words. First one is ramage. Ramage, RUMMAGE. Ramage through. So in Hindi we say chappa chappa chhanna. Like
Okay.
let's imagine that you lost your keys. Okay, now you are searching here and there, and you search your drawer, in your drawer, in your almirah, in the
Yeah.
kitchen, everywhere, in your like purse, everywhere, but you didn't find. So
Yes.
somewhere you rummage through about your like keys. So आपने चप्पा
I,
चप्पा छान मारा about your keys.
okay, okay. So I can use like I rummaged through. I
चप्पा
rummaged.
चप्पा छान मारना, like
Yes,
searching.
yes, ma'am. Means I can use like this. I rummaged through, but I finally didn't find my thing. Like this, I
Yeah,
can use.
exactly, this you can use this way.
Means in my initial day I watched your video with Rajni ma'am. So in that video you both were discussing about some words. So since that day I just only remember, and I never used. You mention a word, vendetta means
Vendetta, ranjish.
oranges. I have noted down that day. And also means resonate, Rajni ma'am, I think.
Resonate, yeah, resonate.
Res-
Gigantic.
gigantic. Yes. So I have learned all the words, and recently I have learned some new words from like Babita ma'am video. And finally what I got to know, Babita ma'am, I said like I learned this from you. So she
Hmm.
said like I learned from Nootan ma'am. Okay, so
Okay.
we both
Okay.
laughed a lot that day. Means really I always enjoyed this type of conversation. And also, ma'am, means there's a new word recently I got to know, splendiferous. Splendiferous or ferrous, I don't know.
I think
Correct?
you commented somewhere.
Yes,
Am I
yes.
right?
So I decided, that's why, ma'am, I'm thinking like I'm sharing something funny with you. I and that word means I got to know from teacher Sue site, and splendiferous. So
He
I
used a lot of, big word.
right. So I thought, then again I forgot like what was the word. So I said what to do. So that time I remembered means your word. You were saying in your video like whenever you want to get any word register in your mind. So get
Hmm.
register in mind and mug up all these things I learned from you. I'm telling
Okay.
honestly, ma'am. So you said like you have to create scenario forcefully
Yeah,
to.
exactly.
So I
Deliberately, you have to do so.
this is a great advantage. Like, let's take advantage of this word. Means
Okay,
what?
you extracted the advantage.
Yes,
Great.
I just that day I utilized that word splendiferous, and finally I means remembered. In my school, in English books, sometimes I also got to know new words, but yes, I'm not able to utilize. And you also mentioned that day with Rajni ma'am word reluctant. So I have
Reluctant. Yeah.
this word in my book, means he do this work reluctantly or something. So he follows
Yeah.
like
Some words are really like we can use day to day. Like it's we can use in normal conversation. Let's say reluctant.
yes,
I was reluctant to say anything because I don't want to
yes,
say, and I didn't want to say. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to cook the food. I was
yes.
reluctantly. I was doing the work.
Also use this word I am cooking reluctantly like this. So
Hmm.
nowadays I'm feeling myself so much happy. You know why, ma'am? Because nowadays I'm feeling I'm getting to know new words by this type of conversations. I'm getting about new word easily. And earlier means when I didn't start taking conversation session, when I didn't start my channel, so that time I was only learning and learning.
I think you might have heard debunk.
Debug, no,
Debunk.
ma'am. I
Debunk.
don't.
It's debunk. It's we don't use it normally. This means disclose. In Hindi we
Okay.
say like पर्दाफाश कर देना, and the other meaning is धूल मिट्टी में मिला देना, like this way.
Yeah.
So disclose, expose,
Disclose. Pose,
debunk.
yes.
Yeah.
Debunk. So, ma'am,
The
spelling
mhm. Debunk, debunk.
Debunk. Yes. So it's quite like easy
Easy.
spelling.
Yeah,
Easy
and
to learn.
simple words. Let's say somebody behaved really wrongly, and he's showcasing that he's really nice person with all people. But with me, he's not really good. He's somewhere. He has worn a kind of, we can say, mask, and he's not really good. The intention is not really good. So there, I can say that I'm going to debunk you, expose you, or I'm going to disclose or debunk this fact to my friends, to my family, to my husband, anything in any sense we can use. So this is the word debunk. And one word the same thing happened, which I was explaining earlier. Like I was browsing, so there I came to know this word invigorating. Invigorating. So have you
Integrating.
ever heard this? Invigorating.
No, ma'am. 1 minute. Stop. Stop. What means all the words which I used to means hear from you, from your mouth. So
Hmm.
mostly those word it means I am hearing this first time because this is
Okay.
happening. Only few words are there which I feel like yes already I have heard, otherwise no, whatever you are just speaking and using, I'm feeling like yes, ma'am is using always unique especially for me, to be very honest.
Thank you, thank you. But these words are really, we can use. Like it's not a really awkward word, a new word. Like we can use in the conversation. Invigorating. I actually watching any conversation for 2 minutes. There, I came to know this word. I just came across this word, invigorating. This means really energetic, or we can in Hindi, like because I searched this word. So in Hindi, it was written spurti dayak, and other was like pakka kar dena, like 45 also pakka kar dena, mazboot kar dena, like this way. So invigorating, like the performance was invigorating, बहुत ज्यादा energetic था, like this way.
Okay, it was invigorating like,
Yeah,
ma'am. So
invigorating.
in the place of enthusiastic we can use this, like it was quite
Yes,
in enthusiastic, so it was quite invigorating.
invigorating, yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
we can
So
use, yeah.
sometime it happen like whenever we are going to learn something by uh, reading and like this we are not able to learn, but yes whenever we are
When we
doing this type
talk,
of
when we discuss, yeah, this
so that
happens.
automatically it just get registered.
Yes, and the other thing, then that moment we are like I'm repeating this word. Okay.
Yes,
So this is going to be fortified. So I'm not going
yes,
to forget this. So share the word. If you come across any new word, and you find it really interesting, then share this word with your friends, with your husband,
Yes,
anyone, whosoever like sitting with you, or you are having a telephonic conversation and you are just having a such kind of conversation. There you can share such words, so you'll get the benefit out of this. It
yes,
will lucrative for you.
there's a word also, quintessential. Quintessential.
Quintessentials, yeah, quintessentials, yeah.
The like master of vocab, I can. Then, ma'am, quintessential. Yes, I have learned this word and also used it a lot. And loquacious also.
Loquacious, yeah.
Loquacious.
Talkative,
Yes,
loquacious,
yes, like this.
yeah.
So means many more words I have learned, but uh, the problem is that I'm not using in conversation. But I'm having lots of words in my diary.
Yeah, the same thing with me. Same thing. Like I'm also having a lot of word in my diary. I have, I think, four diaries, and it's the writing is totally bad over there. Like I can't bear, even though I'm like writing over there. So just because of the words, so that I, after like later on, I could not forget those words. So I should be writing the words in my diary. So I write those words. But if I tell you about remembrance, so I don't remember all the words, whatever written in my diary.
But still, ma'am, you are always using at least. Means if you are not able to remember all words, and still you are using lot of words for your audience.
So let's wind up the session
Yes, yes.
instantly. Okay. We'll talk some other day. And it was really nice and enthralling conversation. Thank you.
Thanks a
Yeah.
lot for
Yeah.
all meeting me, and your appreciation personally means a lot for me because I
Thank
got
you.
inspired by you. Just a last word I want to say, just because you mentioned means, how did you bounce back? So I learned also this thing, how to bounce back from you
Yeah.
only. And just
Thank you.
because of this, nowadays I'm feeling myself so much confident, happy, and excited in English.
Yes. Yes. You are confident. You are. There is no doubt.